This is going to be a quick video tutorial on adding new membership categories and directories to the Somebody Cares St. Augustine website. We're going to go through 5 steps here. First, we need to create a membership for the organizations to belong to. Next, we need to create a search which will display organizations that are subscribed to a particular membership. 3, we're going to publish the search as a directory on the website. 4, we're going to format the layout of the directory, and we're going to do that using some provided macros that you'll have sent to you. I'll send them with this video. Number 5, we're going to add a link to the directory on the relevant ways to help pages. This means that if somebody clicks, I have no money but a little bit of time, that directory will show up on that page, and you can click the link to view the directory. So let's get started. First, we're going to jump over to the dashboard. From here, you're going to click Website Management. And from here, we're going to open Relationship Management. At this point, the first step is going to be to create the actual membership for the group to belong to. So we'll jump over to the Memberships and Subscriptions. I'm going to create a new membership called Medical Services. And I'll add that new membership. Now from here, just so that we can see some results when we actually publish this as a directory, I'm going to take a little bit of a detour, jump over to Relationships, and I'm going to search for our Inspyre.com entry. Now from here, as we covered before, to add someone to a subscription, or to give them a subscription to a membership rather, we're going to open up the website access controls portion of their profile. And from here, under Medical Services, I'm going to click Create Subscription. I'm just going to go ahead and update. And now I'll see that this particular user has an active subscription to the Medical Services membership. I don't need this anymore, so I can close that. And from here, we'll go back to Memberships and Subscriptions, and we'll see that our Medical Services has 1 member. Now we're going to go over to Searches to create the search, which will be the basis of our directory. I'm going to create a search. We'll name this Medical Services. And under Add Criteria, we will choose is a member of Medical Services. We want the value to be yes. Update this. That did not save our title because we jumped away to add the criteria, so we'll add this again. Medical Services. The next step, we want to publish this as a directory. So whereas the default is published as directory no, we want to change that to yes. And then we'll update to save our changes. Now if we go back to our searches, we'll see that Medical Services is listed, and we can view as a directory. We'll click that, and we see that the directory shows up. It's currently showing up with the default website template, which currently is the existing older Somebody Cares website. Normally this would be fine when the website updates itself, or rather when we set the new template to be the default. All of these pages will be updated to follow suit. So leaving this as the default template really is the best idea. Today I'm going to set this to manually use the new template just so that we can preview it accurately. So what I'll do here is, back in the Relationship Manager, I'll click the Medical Services link, not the View Directory or View Results, but the title of the search itself. And under the directory settings, the first thing that I'm going to change is the template being used. Instead of the default template, which will automatically choose the template for you, I'm going to choose the 2012 secondary page template. We'll use the icon here in the content editor to save. You could also use the update option at the bottom. And now, if I refresh the page, you'll see the new template being used. Now the layout still isn't quite right, so we need to adjust the layouts of these directories. Let's go back over and take a look at the macros that are going to be used. I'll send you this again with the video. There are 3 sections to the directory. Number 1 is the actual layout of the directory index page. This allows you to format content before and after the actual directory list, and allows you to add captions of text, for example, like the one that we added to the top of the directory. The second is the way each individual item appears in the directory list page, and we've created a way for you to reuse this layout so that all of the directory layouts remain consistent. The third is the way that the actual directory profile page appears, and again, we've created a way for you to reuse this content so that you don't have to make the change for each individual directory if you do decide to change something about the directory. So first, let's go ahead and just copy the text for the directory index page. We'll go back to the relationship manager. Let's, for a good measure, just clear all of the text that's in here. Paste the text. The top line is our introductory content. The directory macro, enclosed in double $signs, indicates where in the page to place the list of members. And the last line is a macro that is adding style information that defines the appearance of the page. All 3 lines are necessary. We'll go ahead and click Update. The next thing we'll do is update the directory display. This controls each individual item in the list. Let's go back to our macros, and we'll copy the second section. Again, clear out the contents and paste the macro in to provide our layout. Save changes, and then we'll go back to our settings. The last section to edit is the profile display. We'll choose our third and final macro. Clear contents, and paste the contents. Save. Now, if we refresh our page, we'll see the original layout that we created for you, along with the text at the top of the page, the view profile and video link, ministry name link, etc., etc. Clicking this, we'll see the layout that we provided along with the video placeholder at the bottom. Mine shows a placeholder instead of the actual Flash video player because I don't run Flash by default, but the video does show up. That's all there is to actually creating the directory itself. The final step is to go back and actually create the link from one of your pages to the directory. So let's go ahead and walk through how to do that now. Let's scroll down. We'll find one of the pages, for example, help with no money and some time. Let's click on that. Under the health section, we're going to go ahead and choose the internal link icon. Clicking on that, we can scroll down near the bottom and we see a list of all of the directories that are available. We'll click on directory medical services, and we can just go ahead and edit the title of that. Now I'm going to delete this directory when I'm done with this tutorial, so I'm not going to save this page, but you can click the save icon here in the toolbar or scroll to the bottom and click update page in order to save the medical services link. Whenever someone visits this page, they can click on the medical services link, and that will open up the directory and allow them to browse the individual organizations, click on an organization to get more details and watch the video, etc. If you have any questions about how to do something particular when you're laying out the directories, or if anything doesn't quite make sense, the best way to get quick answers to questions is to go back to the dashboard, choose the messaging system here and send in a message to the support staff who can answer any of your questions. You're also free to give us a phone call, choose the option for support, and we can answer any questions that you have. That's really all there is to it, and look forward to seeing your site online and the directories being populated.